Hey guys, it's the Sp-Asthmatic Chef. In this video, I'm going to take you guys on a little journey through my last hospital stay during the COVID-19 pandemic. I don't have COVID, but I did need to be in the hospital. I want to share my journey and give you a peek inside to see how they do such a great job taking care of the patients and making sure the patients are safe. I'm also going to share with you what makes my stay just a little easier. I hope this can help others if they need to go in and be seen or if they need to be in the hospital. So here we go. I was struggling with my SATs and my temperature, so I decided to go down to National Jewish. I went to see my infectious disease doctor at National Jewish, and she decided it was time that I get a COVID virus test. I was tested and sent home with some instructions to follow if I started getting ill. I was also supposed to self-quarantine until I got results. So I was really sick. I didn't know how sick I was. I was wheezing and coughing, and I'd get some Solu-Medrol. I couldn't get better. And the problem is, because of the COVID virus, everybody would look at me and say, hey, you're sick, go home. My lungs aren't getting any better. Just because there's a virus here doesn't mean that I'm not sick. It means that there's something else wrong, so I need to get some treatment. I started to feel worse. My SATs didn't improve, my temperature didn't improve, the steroids didn't help, so the doctor said, off to the hospital. I was a direct admit to the COVID unit on the surgical floor. So it is April 6th, April 7th, another day in the hospital. It's during the COVID virus outbreak. I don't have that. I have a pneumonia. So that's, I guess you can call it good news. It's a surgical floor, and it's pretty weird because they come in with a 10-foot pole to turn off the bell up there when it starts going, because my saturations have been dropping quite a bit. Literally, they bring in a 10-foot pole. It's impressive, the things they're doing to keep from coming in the room. So yeah, COVID's pretty scary. It's so important to try to stay positive, because if you don't, you're gonna have a hard time. All night long. Beep, 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 beep. That's my beautiful IV stuck in. I was started on an antibiotic right away. the really cool things about being in the hospital at St. Joseph's is the respiratory floor that I'm on has a really cool little program. There's an exercise bike. I can get some weights, yoga ball if I want. So they really try to incorporate exercise into your healing when you're on the respiratory floor. And it's National Jewish and St. Joseph's together. So it's a really good thing that they do. I take full advantage of the bike. I take full advantage of everything I can because I know it's going to help my recovery. And that's really huge. Just waiting for my new room. This is my new room. I got a bike in here, which is very cool. There's a lot of things in this room that are different. I've got a refrigerator, which is very cool. This is really cool. This goes with the TV. The TV is hooked up to the internet. All these different options you can do. You can use the keyboard or you can use this for your TV. And then you can go to your charts. You can watch movies. It's a super cool system they have. One of the best features of this hospital. Alright, I'm on the bike. And I'm like 30 seconds in on the easiest setting, and I feel like I'm gonna just pass out. But a little exercise is gonna help me with my recovery, and I know this, so I'm gonna do it. It'll cut my recovery down by probably half. I think exercise is so important in recovering. It's just got to get better from here, right? One of the most important things I did was to try to keep myself up was just being positive. Looking at every single thing as an opportunity to either find something to laugh at, find something to smile about, find something funny, find something in all of this to just make life a little better. Because when you're negative, your life becomes negative. Your outlook is negative. Everything becomes more difficult. Everything becomes a downer. It's hard to stay positive when you're not used to being positive. But when you make it a practice, it's just like any other exercise. It's easier to feel better. It's easier to bring yourself up. It's easier to bring people around you up, because that's the way you're conditioning yourself in a positive mindset. It is so helpful when you're in the hospital. The vest, which I just took off, and they brought me this, exercise the lungs, and aerobica, exercise the lungs. I think we're at day 4 of my hospital stay. It's getting kind of old. I want to go home. Things are getting kind of tough. What are you going to do, right? You're just going to keep your chin up and try to just keep going. Get your medicine, do what you got to do. Well, it was towards the last days of my stay, I lost the midline. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to get a midline in. Well, once I lost the midline, that was it. Treatment's over. You're gonna get to go home.
As a new beginning of sorts, but this moment is a new beginning.
So this is what I got to come home with this time. Never would have thought that I would actually be using oxygen. Not too many people that know me. Nope, this is surprising you just like it's surprising me. Thank you for my going away gift from the hospital. Keeping a positive attitude is the most important thing about my recovery. So it really helps. It makes my recovery faster. It makes me feel better. And I think overall, my health is better. That's it for my hospital stay. That's all I've got for you guys. It's good to see you guys. 2 thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will try to make your idea or your recipe next. See you guys later. Bye-bye.